Jungkook didn't congratulate Jimin in person. Fans question what really happened. Only Jimin mentioned Jungkook's name. But Jungkook? Silent. What's going on behind BTS's reunion curtain? Is this the reunion we were waiting for? Or is something off? As June 11th, 2025 finally arrived, a date ARMY had circled on calendars for nearly 2 years. All eyes turned toward Youngkook. Jimin and Jungkook, the final duo from BTS's active enlistment roster, not counting Suga, whose public service term ends June 21st, officially completed their military service. It should have been a day filled with warmth, tears, and unity. And for many it was. Until one detail started spreading across fan communities like wildfire. Jimin mentioned Jungkook. Jungkook didn't mention Jimin. What could have been brushed off as a minor oversight has instead exploded into a wave of suspicion, speculation, and heartbreak. Because when it comes to BTS, especially when it comes to Jimin and Jungkook, lovingly referred to as Jikook, silence isn't just silence. It's loud. It all started during a brief moment on Weverse, where Jimin wrote a short, heartfelt post to ARMY thanking them for their unwavering support. He expressed his excitement to be back, and tucked inside his message was a quiet acknowledgement of Jungkook, noting how meaningful it was to finish together with him. But fans were quick to realize Jungkook, on his own channels, said nothing, not even a simple congrats to Jimin. Not a like, not a mention, not a glance. And just like that, a crack appeared in the picture-perfect image fans were clinging to. Was this just bad timing? A missed opportunity? Or is it a sign of something deeper? For a duo known for their shared laughs, late-night live streams, and unshakable bond, especially during their training period when they were reportedly assigned under the same buddy system, this kind of emotional distance feels foreign. Wrong. Even. After months of joint anticipation, especially with fans speculating that the two might perform together or greet fans side by side, the reality of June 11th has been far colder than expected. Yes, both were discharged. Yes, both will attend a fan-welcoming event. But separately? And now with Jungkook not acknowledging Jimin at all, theories are spiraling. Some fans argue this could be a strategic PR move. HYBE may be intentionally keeping them apart online to build suspense for a bigger surprise. Others fear the worst. Tension between the two, possibly stemming from internal drama that happened during service or behind closed doors before enlistment. A few even point to the swirling rumors that haunted both idols throughout the past year, from Jimin's alleged connection with actress Song Da-eun to Jungkook's stock controversy, as potential stress points that may have strained their bond. But what really is fans emotional is this. Jimin still chose to acknowledge Jungkook. That single mention, just a name, humbly placed in his message, felt like an olive branch. A small but powerful gesture that said, "We did this together." And the absence of a response? Deafening. Why wouldn't Jungkook return the gesture? For many ARMYs, this feels uncharacteristic. Jungkook is known for being deeply emotional. He's cried on stage, written songs that bare his soul, and always shown deep affection for his hyungs, especially Jimin. Could it be that something is holding him back? Or worse, that something already happened that broke what once felt unbreakable? The fandom is torn. Some are defending Jungkook fiercely, insisting that silence doesn't always mean distance. Perhaps he's just overwhelmed, adjusting back to civilian life, or waiting for a more meaningful moment to express himself. Others aren't so sure. With each passing hour, the absence becomes harder to ignore. Even a simple line like, "We did well, Jimin Hyung," would have meant the world. One fan wrote on X, "Jimin talked about him." Jungkook couldn't even type his name, another posted. "Did something happen between them? I'm scared," reads one of the most liked fan replies under a Weverse thread. It's not just about fandom fantasy. It's about consistency. BTS, from debut until hiatus, have always shown their brotherhood publicly and proudly, even in the smallest gestures. The idea that one of the most cherished bonds in the group might now be tense, fractured, or even quietly distant, it hurts. Did I ask this the natural result of growing up, growing apart? Or is it something darker? For now, HYBE remains silent. No joint statement, no clarification, no Weverse live session with the two idols to soothe fan anxiety. And in that silence, rumors grow. But the biggest worry isn't just about Jungkook and Jimin. It's about what this silence represents. If Jungkook isn't as close as they were, what does that mean for BTS as a whole? For the long-hoped full group comeback? For the emotional dream of seeing all 7 back on one stage, hearts aligned? Some fans hold out hope. Maybe this is all a build-up. Maybe the surprise of all surprises is coming. A hidden project, a reunion performance, an emotional moment staged for Festa 2025, where they appear side by side and explain everything. Maybe this silence is the calm before the emotional storm we've all been waiting for, or maybe it's the first visible sign of a truth we don't want to face. Why did Jimin mention Jungkook, but Jungkook stayed silent? Is it timing? Is it pain? Is it PR? Only one thing is certain. ARMY is watching, listening, waiting, and hoping, praying that this isn't the end of something we believed was unbreakable. Because if even Jungkook feels distant now, what happens to everything we've believed in? The question lingers like smoke after fire. Is Jungkook broken, or are we just being kept in the dark? More than 24 hours have passed since their discharge, and the silence is only growing more unbearable. Still no update from Jungkook mentioning Jimin. Still no joint photo. Still no sign of the warmth that once defined one of BTS's most beloved bonds. For many fans, this isn't just about shipping. This is about reassurance, about seeing the emotional connection that helped carry them through hiatus and military separation. Instead, fans are now being asked, without a word, to accept uncertainty, and uncertainty in BTS world is agony. We're talking about the same duo who sang together with laughter in their voices, who bickered playfully on live streams, finished each other's sentences, and made each other visibly stronger. The ones who trained, enlisted, and even reportedly shared meals and moments in the barracks like brothers. So where is that bond now? Even in previous BTS milestones, award shows, concerts, anniversaries, Jungkook never hesitated to show affection toward Jimin. A glance, a joke, a tease, a touch on the shoulder. Always something. And now? Nothing. Some fans are digging deeper, analyzing recent online behavior. A few noticed that even Jungkook's most trusted fanbases didn't repost Jimin's military return post. Some eagle-eyed fans pointed out that Jungkook's Never Let Go documentary, meant as a love letter to ARMY, lacked any reference to the brotherhood he shared during his time in service. And the more they look, the more obvious it becomes. Jimin is emotionally present. Jungkook is emotionally absent. What changed? It's hard not to trace the timeline back to 2024. The song Daeun dating rumors surrounding Jimin had sparked online chaos. And although unconfirmed, fans feared the issue may have strained internal relationships, especially if private matters clashed with public pressure. Around the same time, Jungkook was dealing with his own storm. The stock theft case that reportedly involved someone close to him. 2 men, both under pressure, both trying to maintain composure, and maybe, unintentionally, drifting apart. But what breaks fans the most isn't just what's happening, it's what it means. If Jungkook and Jimin can no longer say each other's names in public, what happens when BTS reunites as 7? Will it feel whole or hollow? What happens at Festa, when fans expect the group to come together for a symbolic, healing performance? Will Jungkook be side by side, as they were in We Are Bulletproof, The Eternal? Or will we be forced to witness the unthinkable, distance between the two who once felt emotionally inseparable? HYB's silence on the matter is only making things worse. And no explanation. No denial. No teaser of an upcoming moment to calm hearts. Just strategic wording and fan-led interpretation. And that's dangerous. Because in the absence of truth, speculation becomes reality. There are even whispers now that Jimin and Jungkook might not return to BTS activities on the same schedule. Some say Jimin may return to solo promotions first, especially with Muse still climbing charts in Japan and the US. Others suggest Jungkook may take more time to focus on healing and regrouping emotionally before diving back into the limelight. And then there's the most haunting rumor of all, that their joint appearance at the Yonkian event may not include them standing together. Imagine seeing them wave at opposite ends of the stage. One fan tweeted, "I didn't wait 18 months for awkward silences and missed eye contact." Another replied, This isn't BTS. This is something else. Something's off. Even major Korean media outlets have subtly hinted at the strange dynamics. One article praised Jimin's humility in mentioning his brothers, while another remarked on Jungkook's unusually private demeanor since discharge. The messaging isn't explicit, but fans are connecting the dots. What hurts the most, perhaps, is how personal this feels. For millions of fans, BTS, and especially the relationship between members, has been more than music. It's been therapy, a safe space. Proof that love, loyalty, and emotional honesty can survive fame, pressure, and distance. And now that very foundation feels like it's wobbling, where does this leave us? Still waiting, still watching, still clinging to the hope that this is just a misstep, a misunderstanding, a momentary pause in a deeper story that will eventually unfold with healing and clarity. But until then, we are left with one burning question. Why did Jungkook stay silent? Was it indifference? Was it pain? Was it protection? Or was it the quiet before an emotional reckoning? One that will either restore the faith we've carried for years or break it. June 11th was supposed to be the happy ending, but now it feels more like the beginning of a mystery, and we're all just trying not to panic before the next chapter arrives.